Well, good morning. Today is Wednesday, February 26th, and the snow has arrived. It's just starting. We probably have, maybe an inch and a half, maybe 2 inches so far. But we're on our way to, I don't know if I mentioned this the other day, that Jim was in an accident. He was fine, but it was a slippery day and his foot slipped off the brake and he hit the truck in front of him, and he had some bumper damage and his windshield cracked a little bit. He had some cracks in his windshield and then it crossed. So we're on our way to drop his car off, or his truck, to get fixed. And it was just a young kid that he had hit in front of the school. And so when his mother got there, his mother was all concerned, and Jim told her that it was his fault that it had happened, and there wasn't to blame. And then the mother said, well, when I heard that he was in an accident, my heart just stopped, because just last year he was in an accident and he was thrown from the vehicle 18 feet in the air and he was in the hospital. I don't know that I'd let my kid drive alone after that. I'd be so scared. But she said that, he came through it, everything fine and dandy, but, she didn't want him to not live his life, and so that's why she had him drive it. And Jim assured her that it wasn't, the kid's fault, it was Jim's fault. Actually, he didn't have any damage to his truck. Jim had all of the damage to his truck. So Jim is costing us $500 because we have a $500 deductible. And I was going to put it at $1,000. I'm glad I left it at $5, because it was originally $250, which I thought was really too low, and so that's why we moved it up to $500. But we have State Farm insurance, so he messed with my discount. I always tease him about that, because now we have a little bit lower rating. And then plus, as much as you hate to use your insurance, it's what it's there for. But you know what? Our rates are going to go up now. Just doesn't seem fair. There should be a rebate that you get if you've gone years and years and years without making any claims, because they're making money off of you. Because I think it's $250 a month we pay for our car insurance, both cars, which I know it's not a lot. But it's a lot when you think about you don't ever use it. You pay it hoping you're never going to use it. But anyway, what was I going to talk about today? Because I only got a couple minutes before I get on the expressway, and I don't like to talk when I'm on the expressway. Well, I like that meme at the beginning with the dog looking at the person in the mirror, and the person looking in the mirror is like thinking, oh my gosh, I look so terrible. And then the dog is just thinking, oh my gosh, you look so great. You really do. Oh, speaking of the dog, the movie I saw yesterday was Call of the Wild. I thought I'd said that at some place in my video, but obviously I didn't, because I had so many people ask me what was the name of the movie I saw. But it was Call of the Wild with Harrison Ford. I know I'm a little sidetracked, but that's just who I am. If you're new to my channel, I tend to steer off sometimes. But anyway, Harrison Ford is not in the very beginning. He's probably not into the movie till about 10 minutes into the movie, and then you don't see him again for at least another 30 or 40 minutes. And the movie's only an hour and 40 minutes long. It's mostly about the dog, obviously, because that's what the book is about, is the dog. And it's a CGI dog. I think all the animals were CGI, but I have to tell you that they did an excellent job, because this dog looked like a real dog. And I guess the person playing the dog, to set it up for the CGI, is a gymnast, and he wore the green suit and all that crap. So, but anyway, back to and it was a good movie. It really was. I highly recommend it. But anyway, you look at yourself in a certain way, and you just don't think, you don't think you're that good looking. A lot of times you just don't think you're that important to other people. And, I'm here to tell you that each and every one of you is very important to somebody. If not everybody in your life, but at least one person in your life. And I say this all the time, and I can't stress it enough. Your family and your friends love you for who you are, not how rich you are, not how skinny you are. They love you for who you are, and you can really touch a person's life, and it doesn't have to be necessarily somebody you know. You can see people on the side of the road that just need help. My sister said that there's like, I always wonder when you see the people at the side of the road just sitting there begging for money. You know, sometimes you wonder. But my sister always has like a little bag in her car that has some socks, and like in the winter, has some socks and a hat and some gloves and maybe a couple dollars and like a snack or something, maybe a can of pop or something. So if they're truly needy, you've helped them out. If they're not really needy, at least you've done your share of trying to spread love and joy in the world. And I like to do that. You know, I'll always give somebody some money that's asking for money. And maybe they're asking for money for drugs or something like that. I don't know. But that's not for me to judge. I'm not here to judge their life. I'm here to judge my own life and how I'm living my life. And that's what's most important to me. And I try to be helpful to people in life, and I try to set a good example. And I'm going to try to devote my Lenten obligations. I always give up something. I know we're getting on the expressway, but I want to finish this point. I always give up something as a sacrifice, and it benefits me in the end. You know, and it's supposed to be a sacrifice. It's not really like a benefit, but I have to tell you that when I really give up all of the snacks and things like I do, it benefits me in the long run because I lose weight. But this Lent, I want to benefit other people. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more charitable, although I think I'm pretty charitable anyhow, but I'm going to try to be a little bit more charitable. I'm going to pray a little harder for other people. And these are all things I do in my everyday life, but I'm thinking if I try to extend it a little bit more, to do that, just that extra step that I haven't done in the past, that it's going to really help me out. And it's going to help someone else out. And spiritually, it's going to make me feel so much better. And I just think that that's what I need to do this Lenten season. It's a short period of time when you think of in the whole scheme of things. It's not that really long of a time. And who's to know? Sometimes you feel so good you continue it on afterwards. As far as giving up the sweets and things like that, I can do it without a problem during Lent. I don't understand why I can't do it the rest of the year. It's just something that I've tried to do, and I just can't. I don't know. It's not that I can't. It's like I won't. No, it's not that I can't. It's like I won't. And we have to know the difference between can't and won't. Because it's not that I can't lose weight. It's like that I won't lose weight because I won't make the sacrifices that I need to do all year round. But this year is different because I know that I'm doing things differently this year. And I'm going to, for sure, stay on track this year. I'm going to lose my weight. I'm going to get to where I want to be. And I'm going to live a better life. It's going to be all around better life. So, other than that, I'm not going to show you my food today. So this is going to probably be the end of the vlog. I'm probably just going to put it up early. I do plan on going to Lenten services after we do the car. And I eat very late on Ash Wednesday. I only eat one meal. And it's just what I do. I don't know what else to tell you. But all I can tell you is always, always, always remember that you are important to people in your life, and you do make a difference. Because one day you won't be here, and you will be missed. You may not think that some days. Some days people just drive you crazy, and you think they will never miss me. But let me tell you, think of someone that you really love that's not with you anymore, and how much you miss them. And you miss them more and more each day. And I'm going to see all of these people one day again. I know that. I'm in no hurry to meet them right now. but I know that sometime in my life, when it's over, that I've lived a good enough life that I'm going to be up in heaven with my family and my friends, and just live my best life then. Because you know what? It's not going to really matter what you look like when you're in heaven. It really isn't, because it's going to be the best place ever. It really is. So, in the meantime, let's make this the best place ever. make this your best life ever, and just make your best choices that you can possibly make, because you're going to benefit from it in the long run. You really are. So, okay, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, and share it. So I will see you guys tomorrow.